Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a story tonight about one of my favorite things. Donuts. I love donuts. And the name of this book is Dozens of Doughnuts. Dozens of donuts? That means there's a lot of donuts. There's somebody in this book who's making up some donuts, and I wonder who's going to get them all. We need to get inside this book and find out what happens to these dozens of donuts. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go.
Dozens of Doughnuts, written by Carrie Finison, illustrated by Brianne Farley. Early one morning, as autumn leaves scatter, LouAnn's busy stirring a big bowl of batter. She'll eat some sweet treats, then warm and well fed, she'll sleep away winter, tucked tight in her bed. Look, the bear is making a batter. 1 dozen doughnuts hot from the pan, toasty and stays tasty, and all for ding dong. Oh no, someone's ringing her doorbell. Woodrow? Do you have enough for a neighbor to share? Sure, says LouAnn, and she pulls up a chair. Woodrow stopped by. He must have smelled those donuts. 1 dozen doughnuts hot from the pan. Half are for Woodrow, the rest for ding dong. Oh no, someone else is at LouAnn's door. Clyde? LouAnn, feeling generous, offers her plateful. Donuts, my favorite, says Clyde. I'm so grateful. You're welcome. Dig in. I'll make more, says LouAnn. She measures and mixes as fast as she can. They ate all her donuts. 1 dozen doughnuts hot from the pan. A few for her friends and the rest for ding dong. Not again. Topsy? I smell something good. Can I hang for a while? LouAnn says, come in. But she's lost her big smile. Delicious, cries Topsy. She gulps down a swallow. LouAnn's heart feels warm, but her belly feels hollow. She's happy that she's sharing, but she's also hungry. 1 dozen doughnuts, hot from the pan. Some for each friend and the rest for ding dong. Oh no, poor LouAnn. Moffat? Moffat is so shy that she hides in a shrub. LouAnn heaves a sigh and says, come join the club. While her guests eat the donuts, LouAnn starts to worry. She cracks her last egg and pours milk in a hurry. She's running out of ingredients and she hasn't had any donuts. The last dozen donuts, hot from the pan. A pair for each friend means there's no more for ding dong. Oh no! Chip and chomp? It sounds like a party. They both scamper in. They fill up their cheeks. Now let winter begin. Woodrow pours cider. They all raise a toast. But LouAnn is fed up with the job as their host. She's really upset now. She's ready to sleep through the snow, ice, and sleet, but winter is near and there's nothing to eat. Deep in her throat, there's a low, hungry grumble. It slowly grows louder. Her friends hear the rumble. One look at LouAnn and they dash for the door. After all, she's a bear and she's ready to roar! Oh no, poor LouAnn. She fusses and flails and then slowly grows still. Snowflakes drift down. All is quite still. Until, ding dong, what now? Peeking outside, LouAnn blinks in surprise. Her friends have come back, and they all brought supplies. We counted the donuts, you made us so many, and that's when we noticed you didn't get any. And they have a big sign that says, we're sorry, LouAnn. Topsy ties aprons. They prop LouAnn's feet. Chip measures, chomp mixes. Moffat checks the heat. Dozens of donuts, hot from the pan, stacked up in heaps, and they're all for LouAnn. Yay! But her friends have made more than enough for one bear. She has plenty to eat, and she's happy to share.
Yay! LouAnn finally got to eat some donuts. She was making so many donuts, and every time she was ready to eat, the doorbell would go ding dong, and it would be a friend wanting donuts, and she would share. And then she'd make more donuts, and the doorbell would go ding dong, and it would be a friend, and they wanted donuts, and she would share. And it kept happening until she was all out of donuts, and she didn't have anything left to make donuts, and she was really hungry, and she started to roar, and her friends realized they were being a little selfish. So what did they do? They went and got all kinds of stuff so they could make more donuts just for LouAnn. And she shared them again because she's a very, very good friend. I love this book. It made me really hungry. Now I'm wishing I had some donuts. But I really liked it because LouAnn's a really, really good friend. You know, when you're a friend, you should be willing to share. It's really, really important. Whether you're at school or at home and you have a friend come over, or if somebody goes ding dong on your doorbell and comes in to play with you and they want to share your toys. I know, it's kind of hard, but it's the right thing to do. It's how you can be a good friend. Share your toys, share your things with your friends, and then next time they'll share with you. That's how friendship works. That's how sharing works. So I hope you'll remember that tomorrow if you're at school, especially if your teacher says, okay, I want you to share. What should you do if your teacher tells you what to do? I know. Obey, and obey right away. And then bring your friend and come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here ready to share another book with you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.